السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أخوكم عبد العزيز من قناة ما انترتينمنت. رجعت لكم فيديو جديد لعبة هاجورتس القدسية الحلقة الثانية. نبدأ. المهم المرة اللي طافت وقفنا هنا بعد ما وصلنا الغرفة المشتركة، فنبدأ الحين اللعبة ومغامرات وكل شيء. بسم الله.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
اوكي، يقول لك تعرف على الناس اللي اوكي يلا.
Already knew that. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
لقد كانوا مرعبا، لقد كانوا
It
مثيرا.
was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
اوكي. نسولف فيها شوي.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
اوكي.
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
شكرا، يعطيك العافية. زين، شو الطيارة؟
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
أيوة.
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it.
أيوة.
And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
بالضبط.
Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
اوكي، مع السلامة.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
زين، اللي بعد.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well,
أحب أدخل بأسلوب.
if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
سولف فيها. لا ما.
Thank you, Ominous.
شكرا.
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was
على
all
فكرة
mine.
هالمسكين
Don't be a
أعمى،
stranger.
كفيف لا يرى.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
يس.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
اوكي، ثانك يو. نروح نشوف البروفيسور ويزلي. Hello, Professor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been
Aywa.
dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
ايوه ولازم نجهزك عشان تتخرج لانك انت متاخر داخل السنه الخامسه. اوكي
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
شكرا. زين.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
اوكي يلا.
This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
يا سلام.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue?
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide.
هذا التمثال لا. زين. تم فتح تحدي للتو. ايوه هاي مجموعة تحديات. كل ما تخلص تحديات تحصل جوائز، يعني اشياء جانبية مش اساسية في اللعبة، فما بنهتم فيها وايد في الفيديوهات
Clever,
يعني.
isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
اوكي.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
اوكي.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
اوكي افتح الخريطة. اوكي. اوكي. تابعه. طبعا هذا تعليم كيف ايوه الانتقال السريع في اللعبة، كيف تتنقل اسرع بدل ما تمشي وصلت الفكرة اتوقع.
And here we are.
هذه
Quite the
فكرة
time
الانتقال
saver.
السريع في اللعبة،
These
تفتح الخريطة
stairs lead
وتختار النار
directly to Central Hall.
وهذا اللي هي هذه شوفوا لهذا
You can
الفلو.
get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
اوكي.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
اوكي.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
اوكي. Hogsmeade.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain.
اللي
and is
شاف
home to an array of
محلات
shops
اللي
and
شاف
pubs.
افلام
You
هاري
should be able
بوتر
to find all of the
بيعرف
school
هالقرية.
supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
أشكرك.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
البروفيسور هذاك ثق قال لنا لا تخبر حد شو صار يعني، فبنقول لا يوجد مزيد.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
ايوه شفت كيف؟
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
ما قصر، نعم ما قصر فك.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
بالضبط.
Although, unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
Okay.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
اوكي بروفيسور يلا الحين نكلم فك.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
صح.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
بالضبط.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
اوكي افتح الخريطة. اوكي فتحنا الخريطة. هذه مثل المهام الرئيسية طبعا. ايوه معلومة يعني احنا بنهتم في المهام الرئيسية في الفيديوهات، مهمات جانبية ما بنحطها في الفيديوهات. اوكي شكرا. نبدأ. مهمات.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
طبعا يمكن نراويكم بعض النصائح البدء في اللعبة بما أني خبير.
For supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
اوكي يلا نبلش. زي مثل ما قلت لكم طبعا بنهتم في المهام الرئيسية، بس يمكن بعضكم دعب وشاف هاللغز وما عرف يحله، فبساعدكم كيف تحلون هاللغز. أول شيء تسوون القار. حلو. تشوفون الأرقام 11 صورة استفهام. طبعا هي معادلة رياضيات، تجمع هالرقم مع هالرقم مع هالرقم يطلع الناتج، أو الناتج موجود فتجمع الأرقام. المهم مع الشرح بيبين. الحين مكتوب 11. حلو. كم وهذه الصورة. حلوين. هذا صفر. هذا شوفوا هذا صفر لين 9. حلو الكلام. فنقول هذه بيكون 2. 2 زائد 11 يساوي 13. 2 زائد 11 يساوي 13. كم لازم يكون هالرقم عشان يصير الناتج كامل 21. ف 13 ناقص 21 8. لا هاي 8. 8 بالضبط، اللي هو بيكون العنكبوت. فنحطه هنا العنكبوت. حلوين حلوين. الحين هذا 9 مثل ما قلنا، وهذا بيكون 5 اتوقع. 1 2 3 4 5. ايوه 5 و9 يساوي 14. 14 3 اللي هو هذا 3 يساوي 17. فنروح الثانية نسوي ريفيليو عشان اعرف الثانية هذه فوق. نحط هذا اللي هو 3. نرجع للباب نقول له افتح. حلينا اللغز. حلوين حلوين. يلا نكمل اللعبة.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
يا سلام.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
هزأت صراحة.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
يلا الحين بنتعلم ليفيوسو. ليفيوسو.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
ايوه
This
لاحظت شيء.
time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Now, from the bottom. Well done.
Bum. Bum.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
يا سلام.
Duelists, take
هذا اللي
your
تعرفنا عليه.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Protego. Okay.
You may begin.
نبدأ يلا. ليفيوسو.
This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
All my students will escape.
ليفيوسو. صرنا. Easy win.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
Okay.
A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
اوكي مشكورة بروفيسور، ما قصرت، يعطيك العافية.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
لعبتي.
Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
لكن كان لي حصتي. أيوة.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
بالضبط.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
ما
Perhaps
قصرت ما
somewhere
قصرت.
unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
اوكي. يلا نبدأ الحصة الثانية.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
اوف. طالب جديد
My,
زين.
the summer months must have really taken a toll
أول
on
مرة
you all.
أخذ.
By the looks of
صح
it,
صح.
you all spent your
أول مرة
holidays
أخذ كلاس.
practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
I
see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
يلا طلعنا برا، كمل القصة برا.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
اوكي.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
اوكي فهمت. بس
That's it!
شفت كيف؟ كم هاي؟ ما يقول لي. اوكي يلا اللي بعده.
Excellent control there.
افعلك لعبتي.
Splendid! Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
صح.
Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
يلا ابدي. Ladies first. اوكي.
Accio.
وقف. ايوه بس سك. الوين؟
That's it. Let us see this. Yes.
شوف هالحركة الشريرة. اوقف هنا. الوين؟ نسوي شيء. اسحبها. وقف.
You are not making this easy. Here we go.
طاحت سكورتي اياها. اوكي.
There we go.
Accio.
اوكي.
Nicely done.
فزت. اهم شيء اني فزت.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
بالضبط. يلا.
This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
اوكي. دوري. اوكي.
Accio.
بس سك. وين؟ بس اوكي. اوكي.
Excellent.
Let us see this.
ايوه. اسف.
Yes.
بسرعة يا ابني. بس سك. الوين؟ بخر باليسار. هذا خطوط من الحين.
Watch this.
خلاص انا ضمنت الفوز خلاص. لو يبي العيد فاي انا فايز. اوكي. بيرفكت سكور.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
أفا عليك بروفيسور، أفا عليك.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
أنا أتدبر أمري.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to
Well,
meet
it's
you.
been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor.
مشكور
I enjoyed the
بروفيسور
match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
أوكي، يلا الحين نسير نشوف بروفيسور ويزلي. وصلنا مكتب البروفيسور ويزلي.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
ما في شيء يا بنت
Nothing
الناس.
more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
قال
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
اوكي، انا مستعد
I'm eager to get
ما
to
بسولف
Hogsmeade.
وايد.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate.
Okay.
Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
حضرت اياهم بكلاس واحد، صار سبنتنج تايم with them. سباستيان
I'd like to go with
زميلي في
Sebastian.
السكن.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can.
Okay.
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
اوكي، مشكور. وصلنا القرية، يا سلام.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place.
حلو.
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade.
وصلنا القرية. شوفوا لازم هالحركة لازم تسوونها بين فترة وفترة انها تزيد الاكس بي وتلفلون بسرعة. اوكي شكرا. يا اخي اسرع ممكن. اوكي.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Okay.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
يعطيك العافية. الحين لازم نمر على المحلات الأربع اللي هو 1 2 3 4. ناخذ الأشياء المطلوبة.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Do for you today. Yes, you're after something fresh.
طبعا اشترينا كل شيء حاليا الحين وقت العصا السحرية.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivanders.
معروف.
But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand
أنت معروف
makers in
فعلك.
the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly.
مشكور.
Now,
يعطيك
come
العافية.
with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
ما تناسبك.
Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh goodness.
لازم الحركة.
Looks like it's back to the
That's a
shelf for
flip.
you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
يا سلام. الحين اتصمم هذا العصا.
How intriguing.
هذه ولا هذه؟ هذه لونها اسود. يا سلام. طبعا الاشياء الباقية اللي هي الطول وهذا ونوع الخشب نعم قليلا. ما اعرف شو هذا كله هم مجهزين لي اياه، لان انا مثل ما قلت لكم دخلت الموقع الرسمي للعبة وسويت الاختبار هذا وربطت حسابين، حساب الموقع وحساب اللعبة، فسووا لي كل شيء جاهز. اللهم بس اقدر غير كل شيء، بس هم الديزاين المهم. هالاشياء هم خلاص قالوا لي هذه الاشياء اللي تناسبك انت او شخصيتك، يعني الاختبار اللي سووا لي فشراء خلاص.
What do you think? extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
ما قصرت.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
ما قصرت، يعطيك العافية.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
سباستيان، خلاص خلصت كل شيء. أخذت كل شيء.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Okay. يا سلام، هجوم من الغيلان.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
يا سلام، واحد ثاني.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done.
Protego! Protego!
That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering.
Protego!
Two more hits to do the job.
Protego! Okay. الحركة القاضية.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful.
Okay.
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
يلا هات.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
مشكور، ما قصرت. اوكي تمام، هذا نلبس هذا. ما قصرت، يعطيك العافية.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
انزين، المعدات، الثياب، المعدات. طبعا تشوفون في وايد اشياء حصلناها، نحط الافضل. اوكي حلو. انزين، الحين تقريبا شكل غبي، فانا شو نقدر نسوي؟ سهل حركة، نقول لا ما نبغى قفاز، ما بى نظارة، ما بى. نعدل على الشكل شوي. شوف يا سلام، هذا شكله حلو. زين، بس شكله خطير صار. يلا
You said
هذا الشر اللي كان في
when
البنك.
they came to Hogsmeade that all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
يدوروني.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
يدورون.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right?
فعليك.
Well
لعبتي.
done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Okay.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
بالضبط بخبر كل شيء فعلك حاضرين احنا اصدقاء.
And on that
بس
note,
بعدين.
I think we should head back to the castle.
Okay.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
وهنا نكون وصلنا لنهاية الفيديو. لا تنسى الاشتراك واللايك ونشوفكم في الفيديو الجاي. السلام عليكم.